Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cheese My Corner. Today we are going to finally be covering 90 Day Fiancé. I've been waiting just like you guys for 2 weeks, so let's get started. So after 2 weeks, who do we get as an opener? Rob and Sophie, arguing over the whole sex shop thing that was completely set up by production. Rob really appreciates the fact that she can get over what happened, and Sophie thinks that if this happens again, he can just say the following.
Tell her to go away, leave me alone, and I have a stunning fiance or soon-to-be wife.
Now the next day, they are making food, and according to Sophie, this is the first time they're cooking because there's almost no room.
We've cooked. It's not the first time we've ever cooked in these.
We put a pizza in the oven.
I mean, if it was frozen pizza that was just put in the oven, then can you really call it cooking? There's something very important happening today. Sophie's mom is arriving in 30 minutes, and the only person that's excited is Sophie.
She doesn't know how to shut up when it's time to be quiet.
That's rude.
Off to visit mom, and oh my god, you look so beautiful.
Hey Rob, how are you?
I'm good. How
Hey.
you doing?
Oh, I like your hair.
Thank you.
For a second there, I thought that she forgot about Rob. Mom says that she's worried about Sophie leaving in LA and living with Rob the knob, and she's really hoping he's not a knob anymore. I hate to break it to her, but he still is. So how was your flight? I dropped things, made a lot of mistakes, but it was good. Now she wants to know when the wedding is and wants to help Sophie, but she has no idea how weddings work, and neither does Sophie. So mom is wondering if you still need something old and something new, or if they're not going to do that anymore. Well, Rob on the side is like,
That's like some 80s right there.
and then she calls him a killjoy because he is. And mom wants Sophie to throw a bouquet just so she can catch it.
No, you have to do that because I have to catch it. I've never been married. No one's ever asked.
The wedding is going to be very intimate. In reality, the only people that could really catch the bouquet will be Rob's mom and Sophie's mom.
I swear, I'll knock your mum to the floor. I mean, get out of the way. I need to get married.
We're tiny and not aggressive, so she's not gonna.
I'm not aggressive.
I don't think so.
He was describing his mom right here, and I don't know why Sophie and mom decided to jump on him for this part.
You just more or less
Obviously-
called me aggressive.
Knock your mum to the floor.
I know it's a
She
joke,
jokes.
but it's
Yeah,
Sophie's mom is right about one thing.
I can feel it. You want to say something to me.
His body language was very telling. He probably wanted to say a couple things about her that are better on set.
I don't think he gets you, but it's fine.
Oh, I get you. I get both of y'all.
You don't get me.
No, I don't.
If he doesn't get you, why are you still with him? Sophie's mom is coming to Rob's house, and he would love to remind Sophie to please remind her to chill if she's throwing too many dabs at him.
If she's making digs, maybe just remind her that Rob hears everything.
But when mom arrives and they start showing her the house, which we clearly don't need to go over, she's not happy. She looks very uncomfortable and is probably biting her lips and her tongue. Rob notices how uncomfortable she looks, and he tells her this was fine for him when he was leaving by himself.
Is it safe here?
Yeah.
Debatable. We had gunshots 2 nights ago outside of our house. So I wouldn't
I
say
think
so.
somebody was just playing with their in their backyard.
So much for safety. So mom wants to know why he hasn't gotten a new place. According to Rob, he's been putting a lot of money in other things.
Like, a real man would be like, Soph, we can't see each other. I know.
The whole idea of a real man is supposed to tell his woman, like, all right, we're not gonna see each other for a year so that we can get a spot.
So here's the big dilemma. Does a real man make you wait 1 to 2 years so you guys can see each other, so you guys can save up money? Or does a real man bring you with him and you guys struggle together and get a bigger place? Let me know what you guys think. Sophie's mom tells him that he knew she wasn't going to be able to work when she got here, that it was his job to provide and to make sure that she was taken care of. And then Sophie jumps in
there was months I was saying, when are you gonna get a job? When are you gonna get a job? You're like, oh yeah, soon. You didn't get a job.
And oh my God, you knew damn well this man did not have a job and you still chose to move in with him to the US. I swear I want to be on Sophie's side, but it is getting really hard at times. Right after this, we get his famous I come from the bottom, you don't speech.
Neither of y'all can sit here and tell me about what I should have done and what I should have, because neither of you guys have ever been at the bottom.
Now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team.
And then he storms off. For the preview, we get Sophie and her mom leaving together. And now off to the crazy 90-day fiancé, Jasmine and Gino. They're going to take salsa lessons. Woo!
My history with salsa dancing with Jasmine is I've not been very good.
Loose your body.
In the past, Jasmine has given Gino lessons and he has to lift feet and a stick up his butt. So let's all say that the lessons went great. The next morning, they go to the pier and Jasmine tells Gino that Fiancé said he loves him very much and he's learning English.
Papa Gino, que lo quiero mucho, and that I'm learning English.
Oh, wow.
Jasmine reminds Gino that Fiancé sees him as a dad, a bonus dad, but a dad. And she tells us that before she agreed to marry Gino, he promised to bring her kids to the US. Gino takes an opportunity to tell Jasmine that he wants to be a father.
But I want to be more than a bonus dad too. I want to like to try to be a real dad.
Being a bonus dad is being a real dad.
But Jasmine has a huge fear in regards to having kids, which is another one of her kids being neurodivergent.
One of the hardest things that I have experienced as a mom was to accept my youngest son diagnosed.
She says that this is one of the most horrible things that she has ever experienced, which is her child being diagnosed thanks to the reaction of strangers and because of how mean they are. From personal experience, I have 2 aunts that have Down syndrome, and one thing that I realized when I grew up is how people always treated them differently and how secluded they were from the outside world. My grandparents were very uneducated, so they never really took the time to not make their disability an obstacle. Instead, they sheltered them to avoid judgment and struggles because they didn't know any better. And I think this is a great reminder to all to just be a little bit more kind to each other.
But what makes it difficult to have a child with special needs is not the child, it's the people. It's very hard. It's not easy.
And this is why she doesn't want to have any more kids, because she cannot guarantee Gino that it won't happen again. I usually just take Jasmine's tears as stage and stupid, but this really resonated with me.
What if I cannot give you a neurotypical kid? It's my fault. I wrote it.
It's not your fault.
How do you know that? Even doctors cannot tell. Why?
The tears of failing your kids or failing at that one job that society says that you must do is a big one for anyone that has kids or is trying to have kids.
If we ever have a baby, he or she's gonna be very lucky to have you as a dad.
Gino's big smile when she says if they do have a kid was so cute, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. And in the preview, Gino proposes to Jasmine again, like he always says, because what number is this? Do you guys know by any chance? Because I don't remember. Not that this is very important, but my nails look like a disaster, and I look like a disaster because my kids have been sick and I can't get my nails done and I can't fix my nails. So yeah, you're gonna judge my nails, then go ahead. Now to Citra and Sam. Citra looks very happy opening her rice cooker. If you guys don't have one, please get one right now. It is a lifesaver. Citra starts by telling us how the news he gave her really has her thinking about the relationship.
When I heard that, I don't want to talk because it really makes me angry, because how can you forget something important like that?
Sam comes back and now wants to know how she feels about him possibly going to jail.
I've been waiting for 2 years to get my visa approved, and our love is really strong, and I mean, I'm gonna be with you.
What a beautiful excuse. I guess we're getting a new spin-off of A Love Before Lockup. Now they have to tell her father, and we are all waiting for his reaction. Citra decided that she's going to punish him in a very special way.
Put everything like spiciness in your food to
burn me a new ass, in other words.
She's going to burn his booty hole. The whole time she's cooking, he's blowing his nose, trying to breathe, and just doing his best not to die. Citra makes sure to get all her spices because this is her life-saving kit. Now they're on their way to visit mom, and Citra made sure to bring some food.
My mom's side, they were really religious, and I hate saying it, but more those, they love to preach but don't follow what they say. She might think that Muslims don't wash up or like...
Citra is worried because with the loss of her mom, she wants to have her as a mom too. Citra asks her, so did you just move? Yes, I moved here for you.
no.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Awkward. Mom wants to know if they're having a Muslim ceremony.
First, yeah, because he's gonna comfort thing.
Yeah, that's good.
And you can tell that she's not very happy about it. If she could choose, she would love to have Citra serve the same God as her, but she's been pretty understanding so far. Mom asked her what she would do if Sam doesn't convert.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk to you again, maybe.
I find it really difficult to believe this since she's shown that he can lie to her and nothing's gonna happen. In reality, Sam's mom doesn't approve of the Muslim religion and she doesn't want him to convert, but she approves of the relationship, and I think that's okay.
If I could have it my way, I'm not gonna stand here and lie. I would love to see her and her family serving the same God as I do, absolutely.
She's free to have her opinion as long as it doesn't interfere with their lives. I know religion and converting can be sensitive topics, but you know what's not difficult? Converting into being a chismoso or chismosa and joining the Chisme Corner by clicking subscribe, leaving a like, and comment if you guys enjoy this content and want more like this. In the preview, they are going on a date and Dad is gonna arrive. Now off to bitch vibes is coming. Nikki is standing there like one of those NPCs, you know?
Ooh, yes, gang, gang. Ooh, ooh.
And then we find out that she decided to leave the winery earlier because Igor is a cheater. Igor is still unsure as to why she's so upset about him sleeping with other girls.
I don't know what to say because I don't understand the problem.
What's the big deal? So in the car, Nikki tells him, I feel like I'm just a sugar mama and you get sex from those other girls. And Igor tells her, well, we can try it together.
Try what?
Another girl.
Oh, so you want to have threesomes?
Yes.
Igor says that his dream is to have a threesome.
A lot of
you
things
really want
try
to
with you.
admit me to the nut house, don't you?
What?
And might as well send Nikki to the nut house because Igor didn't say no. You guys just got into one of your biggest fights. This is not the place and this is not the time to be having this conversation.
But with you, I feel more open for this world.
It would be easier if he just said what he actually meant, which is that having another woman will make it easier on him to sleep with Nikki, and that her being trans is a huge issue. Once they get home, Nikki is unpacking and then she goes, F this.
We seriously need to have a talk because a lot of things are really upsetting me.
And then Igor grabs his emotional support stuffed toy. So now she wants to know if he has been having unprotected sex with other people, but he says no.
Myself.
You always protect yourself?
Yeah?
Yeah? Okay, how many girls?
Maybe 2.
And now the other problem is that he wants a threesome, but she doesn't. Nikki's like, I've been fucked by 1, 2, 3 men, woman, anything you could possibly think of.
So many advances.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I tried all of it.
Igor's like, exactly, you already lived your life. Now I need to experience. Now, this conversation doesn't go anywhere. So then Nikki leaves and she's gonna call her mom while Igor goes to see his friend. And when Nikki's calling her mom, she's telling her that Igor cheated on her.
On our vacations where it felt like there was a blockage, like there was somebody he was dating and he was an ass to me on purpose. I felt so many things. And you knew it. I knew it, but it's like I had the feeling in my...
She's telling her that she's gonna go to an engagement party in a couple weeks. And I just don't understand why she can't just simply not go. You know, it's very clear that Igor isn't attracted to her. It is very clear that he needs more encouragement from people that he actually considers women, because to be honest with you guys, he doesn't consider Nikki a woman, and that's just the cruel reality of it. Yeah, that's where it's going. And now Igor is gonna go with his friend so he can talk to him about whatever it is that happened. And he tells him that, you know, he had sex with other women. The only part that he agrees on with Nikki is the fact that she can be jealous because he slept with other women. But then Igor says that he can see the masculine side coming out of Nikki, and that's what's turning him off.
Хочет взять все под свой контроль. Я чувствую, что я имею дело не с женщиной, а с ее мужской стороной.
That he wants someone that he can manipulate. He wants someone that he can play the alpha male role that he can't play with Nikki. And that's just impossible. His friend also tells him that women are manipulative, that you need to show your masculine side, that you have to have control over them.
И тебе нужно проявить свою мужскую сторону, что ты сильнее ее, что ты мужчина.
Я сделаю все возможное.
And then for the next episode, we see them argue again over the same thing, which is sex. And then maybe they're finally done. So I hope that's the case, because I am so tired of covering them. They're getting on my nerves. Now, moving on. And last but not least, Clayton and Ana. After the horrible meetup we all witnessed the last episode of Clayton telling every one of us that he's still a virgin, now it is the next morning and it is time to talk about it. But before that, TLC wants the whole world to know that Clayton has gone 59 days without sex.
Well, that was awkward. Yes, it was.
But Clayton wants to be more specific. It's been 59 days, 17 hours, and 43 minutes. Ana says that if Clayton wanted to solve any issues, he should have talked to her first instead of telling his friends, which I definitely agree with. Ana tells him, I understand you're open with your friends and you like to talk about everything, but this is personal.
Sé que tú eres abierto y todo, pero sabes que yo soy un poco más conservadora y...
This is a personal conversation. This is our intimate life. He says he wasn't really thinking about it and he just said whatever was lingering in his head, which was sex, and he just blurted out of his mouth. She even tells him that he can talk to his friend about their sex life, just don't do it when she's there. Clayton apologizes to Ana.
Lo siento, chiqui, pero solo es soy persona que habla de lo que está en mi mente.
And she's very happy he did, but she also realizes that after 2 years, they don't fully know each other. And when he tries to kiss her, she kind of rejects him. Now, Clayton tells her that he's going out with his new girlfriend, Cameron, to plan a surprise for the wedding. And if she wants, she can become their sister wife. Yep, this relationship has run its course. So what surprise for the wedding does he have? A dance, and not just any dance, but this is the marinera norteña, that is a traditional dance from Peru.
There you go, catch yourself.
I feel like I'm limping. Am I limping?
Yes. It's an A for effort, right?
And then we see him do the dance. He was doing pretty good. He was a little stiff, but overall, he did a great job. Clayton wants to know what Cameron thinks about yesterday. And Cameron says that he thinks Ana is a great person, but them not having sex and her dad not knowing is very concerning.
You guys aren't having sex. Not only that, but this whole not telling her dad thing is also causing her
to essentially hide you from her life.
Clayton says that he wants to give her an ultimatum, but knows this might not end well, so he'd rather not go there.
I think the reason behind all of these things happening is she also has some uncertainty about you.
I don't know, man.
Something that we have all seen except for Clayton. He's so afraid to lose what makes him happy at the moment that he's willing to sacrifice his future happiness for this relationship. I would much rather end a relationship now than later once you are married. Now imagine if they have kids in the future. What then? The kids have to be part of this too. I just want them to break up already, but not before the stripper scene because I really want to watch that. So Cameron and Clayton arrive and he quickly says bye to Annalie since he won't see them until the wedding, if there's even a wedding of course, and then leaves the lovebirds behind. Clayton says that he's pretty happy knowing that their friendship translated in person the same as it did online.
I think this will be a good time to resolve the things that we need to resolve.
And now Clayton is ready to ruin another dinner by asking Annalie about her dad, not knowing about the relationship.
La cosa con tu papá, como...
The moment he brings it up, Annalie reacts like he just told her he's cheating on her. And I think Annalie wanted to grab that knife and use it on Clayton.
2 años y medio no es suficiente.
Ya, Clayton, estás arruinando mi cena.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but this is deflecting. She's deflecting this so hard, turning it on him, and maybe he'll let it go just to not ruin the mood and the dinner. It even goes as far as to saying he's wishing death upon her dad, which he never did.
Quizás muere antes de que sepa.
¿Le estás deseando la muerte?
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who had been saying that?
So dinner was ruined and Annalie took off to cry in her room.
Me voy. No quiero hablar contigo.
Instead of Clayton losing his mind, he got worried, thinking that maybe her family is in danger, that maybe this is deeper than what he thinks, and that's why she's not telling her dad. So we will see if we finally get an answer as to why she hasn't told her dad.
We wonder if there's something else going on, like is she in danger? Like why is she so worried about it that she's crying? Like she seems scared.
And that is it for today. Thank you so much guys for watching. If you made it to the end, why don't you go ahead and leave a chancla emoji in the comments. Go ahead, do it. Do it. Did you get to the end? Did you? Bye.